Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Seeking to put an end to the widespread confusion over higher pension, the EPFO has now come out with a new detailed circular dated 9th May 2023, clarifying various doubts such as how EPFO will calculate the amount payable, what is the method of calculation, what is the interest rate payable, etc. for the benefit of the subscribers who wanted to opt for higher pension. We will discuss on the above circular in this video and understand about its contents in easier language for the benefit of all the subscribers who are in a dilemma whether to opt for it or not. As you can see on the screen, it is a 6-page circular with various subheadings such as notification of the government, calculation of dues, classification of application for validation joint options, information on dues and deposits, method of payment by the pensioners' members, accounting and adjustments of the dues, etc. All these things we will discuss in this video. The circular is dated 9th May 2023, having number pension / Supreme Court judgment / POHW / 2022 / 143. The circular is on the subject of transfer of due contribution with interest into pension fund. It clarifies on the method of calculation of the dues payable by a member who opts for higher pension. It seeks to put an end to the widespread confusion over payment of arrears for claiming higher pension, as the EPFO explains the method of calculation of the arrears which the opted members have to pay or need to move from their PF to the pension fund. Eligible subscribers who are interested in signing up for the higher pension will be able to assess their prospective liability, including the interest payable towards the pension fund. Applicants will have up to 3 months to provide written consent to EPFO to either draw arrears from their PF or to deposit funds separately in case of a shortfall in their PF kit. The deadline to apply for higher pension has been deferred to June 26. Now let us discuss on the method of computation of pension. EPFO has not yet disclosed the details regarding the method of computation of pension, which is expected subsequently. Whether the existing same formula is continued or any new formula is planned is nobody is aware of it. The computation method will provide the formula to ascertain the amount a member is likely to receive as pension at the time of retirement. Unless a member knows how much pension he is going to receive, it is very difficult for him to decide whether to opt for higher pension or not. At present, the pension is computed by multiplying the average of 60 months pensionable salary with the pensionable service and dividing the total by 70. To understand this, let us take an example of an employee who has joined on 15th November 1995 and he leaves the service or attains superannuation on 31st August 2022. Since his total service is more than 20 years, as per EPS rules, he will get the benefit of additional 2 years for calculating pension as pensionable service. At present, the pension is calculated in 2 steps. First is for the service up to 31st August 2014 and the second is for the service after 31st August 2014. The formula is same, but the maximum pensionable salary is considered different. That is, up to 31st August it is rupees 6,500 and after this date it is rupees 15,000. Thus, in the first part, including his 2 years of additional service, he will get a pension of rupees 1,950, and in the second part, for the service period 1st September 2014 to 31st August 2022, he will get a pension of 1,714. Thus, his total pension will be rupees 3,664. Whether the same formula will be applied or any modification will be made is not yet clear. Therefore, EPS subscribers will not be able to accurately calculate how much pension they are likely to receive after retirement, a necessary prerequisite to make the final decision. Points explained and clarified in the circular. This latest circular only clarifies how EPFO will calculate the dues payable for each subscriber once the field office receives and verifies all information, including employees' wage details from employers. Where the joint option for higher pension are found valid, employees will receive demand letters from EPFO notifying them about the total amount due and needs to be transferred, along with interest from the Provident Fund. If the PF does not have enough funds, the amount needs to be deposited along with interest. To calculate the dues, EPFO will add 8.33% of the employer's contribution towards an employee's actual basic salary from the day it exceeded the notified cap, that is rupees 5,000 till June 2001, rupees 6,500 till August 2014, or rupees 15,000 from September 2014, to an additional 1.16% from the employer's contribution on basic salary above rupees 15,000 per month. The total will be adjusted against the amount already available in an employee's pension fund. To understand these things, let us see an example. It is simplified how to arrive at the net amount payable. In the first column, you can see the month. Second, wages on which PF contribution was paid. Third, EPS at 8.33% on this wage. Next, 1.16% administrative charges with effect from 1st September 2014 on wages above rupees 15,000. Next, EPS already paid. Sixth, balance EPS contribution to be paid, interest on the amount at declared rate, and the net amount. Now I will explain to you each column how this amount is arrived at. Say during the month of September 2014. Suppose your salary was rupees 75,000. Earlier, the EPS was deducted in the month of September 2014. You may remember there was salary ceiling for deduction of EPS. It was 15,000 rupees. Therefore, although your salary was 75,000, the EPS was deducted only on the salary of rupees 15,000. Thus, 1250 was the maximum EPS amount that was deducted and paid to EPS. Now, if the same member opts for higher pension, let us see for that particular month how much additional contribution he has to pay. Now, the salary is rupees 75,000. On that amount, 8.33% will be 6,248 rupees. So, instead of rupees 1,250, his EPS contribution will be rupees 6,248. Now, you have to add additional 1.16% administrative charges from September 14 if the wages are more than 15,000 on the wages over and above rupees 15,000. In the given case, 75,000 minus 15,000 is equal to 60,000. On the 60,000, you have to pay 1.16% as administrative charges, which comes to 696 rupees. Now, in the next column, 5, you can see the EPS is 1,250, which is already paid. So, balance EPS contribution you have to pay is 6,248 as shown in column 3 plus rupees 696 shown in column 4 minus 1,250 as shown in column 5, which comes to rupees 5,694 rupees. On 5,694 rupees, interest has to be paid at the declared rate. If the PF was unexempted, the rate will be as declared by EPFO, and if the PF was with the exempted fund, the rate will be as declared by the exempted PF trust. Here I have taken the rate of 8.5%. So on 5,694 at the rate of 8.5% for 1 month, it comes to 40 rupees. The amount payable for that particular month is 5,734 rupees. Now take the example of previous month, August 2014. Same salary 75,000. EPS at 8.33% is 6,248. No administrative charges because prior to 1st September 2014, no administrative charges need to be paid as per the circular issued by EPFO. Therefore, you can see that column number 4 is nil. Then at that time, the rate was 541 rupees. As you can see, from July 2001 to August 2014, 541 rupees was the EPS amount paid to PF office. So, from 6,248, you have to reduce 541 rupees. So, balance payable is 5,707. Interest on that also comes to 40 rupees. So, net amount payable is 5,747. Here, you should note that from November 1995, when the EPS scheme was introduced, to June 2001, rupees 417 was the maximum EPS amount. From July 2001 to August 2014, the maximum EPS amount was rupees 541, and from September 2014 onwards it was rupees 1250. So accordingly, on column number 5 you have to make the adjustments of the EPS amount already paid. Like this, you have to tabulate your monthly salary from November 1995 till the date of your attaining superannuation and arrive at the final figure as shown in column 8, and that will be the amount which a member has to pay to EPFO to claim higher pension. And as already stated, each member's case will be processed separately and interest will be applicable on dues in proportion to the interest earned by member on their PF accumulations as declared under EPF scheme 1952. In the case of exempted PF trusts, if higher interest rate were declared, those shall apply. Once the calculation of dues is completed, the EPFO field office will issue demand letters to employees about the dues that need to be transferred from the PF account. Now let us see what the circular says under the heading how EPFO will calculate the dues. The latest order dated 9th May 2023 explains how dues will be calculated. Once a subscriber opts for higher pension, employer will provide wage details sought by EPFO, which will be verified by a field officer. In case of exempted establishments, wage details for entire period and matching contribution should be available with establishments and must be consistent with the records of the trust. Dues will be calculated month-wise. Arrears will be drawn up as 8.33% of employer's share on actual basic salary from the date the basic wage exceeds the notified ceiling. An additional 1.16% will be drawn from employer's contribution on basic wages above rupees 15,000 with retrospective effect from September 1, 2014. The sum total of 8.33% and 1.16% contributions will be adjusted against the amount already available in the pension fund. Interest will be computed as interest earned by a member on their PF accumulation in line with the rate declared under EPF scheme. For exempted trusts, if higher rates are declared, those will apply. All these things I have explained to you earlier while explaining the sample case of calculation of amount payable. What happens once dues are calculated? Here, EPFO field officer will examine if dues calculated have already been fully remitted to the EPS account. If not, he will check for adequate balance in the PF account. Field officer will inform subscribers about dues, deposits and liability. EPFO field office will also inform subscribers through the employers that dues have been received or need to be transferred from PF to pension fund, for which written consent of employee will be obtained. In case of inadequate balance in PF, field office will inform subscribers through employers of the balance amount needed and seek deposit of the remaining amount. Thus, the circular clarifies much of the doubts of the EPS members who are waiting to apply for higher pension. Therefore, members are requested to calculate the dues payable by them and make sure that the pension payable will be higher or equal to the amount they will otherwise get by investing that lump sum elsewhere. It is, however, one's individual and personal choice, and the same criteria cannot be used for all EPS subscribers as each of the case differs. Kindly click on the bell icon shown below to subscribe and receive more such informative videos. Thank you.